Sideshow's Frankenstein's monster has lurched his way into the secret sanctuary. Hi guys, welcome back to the sanctuary. So when this came up for pre-order, a year ago, I was a bit hesitant at first because I'm not crazy about 1/5 scale. It always seems to be kind of an outlier in people's collections because there aren't a lot of 1/5 scale pieces produced. But this one, you know, Kacharik Brothers, they never disappoint. I had to go for it. So let's take a look. All right, so again, 1/5 scale. He's 19 inches tall, but he's probably the biggest 1/5 scale that I've ever seen. Got this nice snow base with the shovel, with the flickering lantern, the gravestone for Elizabeth Lavenza. If you don't know who Elizabeth is, she is the bride of Victor Frankenstein, who on her wedding night, the creature broke into her bridal suite and strangled her to death. It's a tragic story. It's a skull here. Don't know who that is. Hope it's not Elizabeth. Really nice base. I think the light up feature does really kind of add to the atmosphere of the piece. Huge hands, huge gnarly hands. Here's my finger so that'll give you something of an idea how big that hand is. Let's take a look at the portrait. Overall, the piece looks to me just like the prototype. The paint looks really good. Those radically sunken cheeks are pretty gnarly. It's really well done. Staples everywhere, which apparently is Victor's preferred method of attaching body parts together. Lots and lots of staples. And then this hand also, very large, very gnarly. Big feet. And on the chest, even bigger staples. And before I continue, I need to remember to take that out so when I spin it around, I don't cause chaos. So profile. And then here's his back. So he's got these electrodes coming out of his back. That I think is unique to this statue. I don't remember seeing that on Frankenstein before. Some people like it, some people don't. I think it's fine, it's cool. And then he has this bear skin that he wears that has a lot of nice detail to it. Yeah, nice musculature on his back. He's got a good trim haircut going on there. And lots of varying textures, which is always what we want to see. Adds a lot of realism. It looks really good. I'll give you a full shot of the back of the statue. And of the profile. And again of the front. And the other profile. I'm very happy with it. My only concern is, will Sideshow be doing any more in their monster line in 1/5 scale? they have a different horror line going now in quarter scale, including Krampus and Succubus and Vampire's Lust. And those are all really, really cool pieces. But have they abandoned 1/5 scale, or are we going to see some more pieces in this line? They also announced another line during Spooktacular of Universal Monsters. So I'm really not sure where Sideshow's going with their horror line or their multiple horror lines at this point. But I do think that anyone that ordered this one is going to be very, very happy. It really is very much like the prototype. The paint just looks really good. You can see so many greens and browns and reds. It looks great. He's such an interesting character because he's so sympathetic on the one hand, and yet so deadly on the other. I think I need to reread the novel to really appreciate it. It's a great piece. All right, so guys, tell me what you think. I think they pair together pretty well. I like her kind of pastel colors juxtaposed with his kind of grungy, damp, bloody look. She's obviously Beauty and he's the Beast. I don't know, I think it kind of works. It looks just as I envisioned it. I think they pair pretty well. Tell me what you think. And here he is paired with a Sideshow premium format. So quarter scale on the left, 1/5 scale on the right. I think now you can see what I mean about he's quite large. He's pretty hulking in his presence. By the way, this is a movie I really want to see. Deadpool and Frankenstein's monster. I think that would be a big hit. So portraits are about the same size. Frankenstein's is maybe a little bit more elongated than Deadpool. But obviously, you look at the legs. Frankenstein's just much bigger. Hands are way bigger. I mean, let me see if I can take this off real quick. I mean, there's no comparison. Frankenstein's is much larger. So, you could display him with some quarter scales if you wanted to. I could break out a 25-inch Batman piece and maybe you would see the difference more starkly between quarter scale and 1/5. But if you're selective, I think you could display Frankenstein's monster with some premium formats or quarter scales from other companies. All right, let's take a look at the art box, which as you can see is about the size of a premium formats art box. It's much bigger than, say, the 1/5 scale She-Hulk. Really nice image of the statue with Sideshow.com. And then just lightning on the side. Frankenstein's monster. Looks great. And the same here. And I got, what did I get? I got number 36 out of 750. So if you've been on the fence, I'd say go for it. It's a really cool piece. It's actually a little bit better than I expected. It's just bigger than I expected. And I think that's a good thing when you're talking about a Frankenstein's monster piece. I like the light up feature. I think it adds a little atmosphere to the proceedings. Yeah, I love it that it's Elizabeth Lavenza on the tombstone. That, makes you interested if you're not familiar with the novel or with some of the movies to look up who that was and what that story is, that, he strangled her on her wedding night to Victor. Very tragic, very tragic. But yeah, it's a great piece. I recommend it. It is still available in this version. The black and white version is waitlisted. There were only, I think, 100 of those. This has an edition size of 750, so it is still available. I'll put a link in the description for this video, for this piece, and also for Frankie Reborn in case you're interested in that pairing. I think that they pair really well. I would like you to comment and let me know what you think. Is she too big, or do they pair together really well? That's it, guys. Hope you liked it. I'll see you on Facebook. I'll see you on Statue Forum and at a convention near you. Take care. Good night.